4-4, solve percent change and percent error problems. A percent change can be an increase or a decrease. You can use an equation to find a percent change. Change is equal to the percent change times the original amount. A percent error is always a non-negative value. You can use an equation to find a percent error. So this is where we use the absolute value signs in case when you subtracted you did get a negative number. So you take the difference in the expected and what you actually got and take the positive value of that. That's equal to the percent error times the actual amount. So again, this is the part, this is the whole, and this is the percent error. Example, Juan's puppy weighed 16 pounds at the age of 2 months. The puppy weighed 60 pounds at the age of 8 months. What is the percent change in the puppy's weight? So the percent change equation is up here. Notice original amount is the whole, the change is the part. So to find the change, we have to subtract. And we're subtracting the puppy's weight at 8 months from the puppy's weight at 2 months, and we get 44. That's 44 pounds. So we put the part, the 44, in first, equals, we don't know the percent change, but we do know the original amount was 16, the whole amount. So then to get the variable p isolated all by itself, we divide both sides by 16, and so that's the 44 divided by 16 equals p, and once you do the division you can see that the p value is 2 7/75. But the question says, what is the percent change? Percent change always has to be multiplied by 100 when you find out what your variable is equal to. So we're going to multiply by 100 by moving the decimal point 2 places to the right, and we get an answer of 275%. Problems in the book. Number 1. In 2014, the attendance at Jefferson School's Fall Festival was 650. In 2015, attendance was 575. What was the percent change in attendance from 2014 to 2015, round to the nearest whole percent? So we're going to be using this equation, the change, which is the part, equals the percent change times the original amount, or the whole. And remember, this one is usually in the past. So here is our equation, and so we need to come over here and we need to find the change, that part. 650 minus 575. And that is equal to 75. So it was a change of 75 people. And it looked like that this was a decrease, because in 2014 it was 650 and in 2015 it went down to 575. So that's a decrease when we get to the percent change. Now we're going to take that 75, that's our part, is equal to the percent decrease times whatever the whole was to begin with. And remember, that was in the past in 2014, and it was 650. So we're going to let this be our x times 650 equals the part. And then we just isolate the x by itself by doing the inverse operation. So we're going to divide by 650. 75 divided by 650. And they want us to round to the nearest whole percent, I think, eventually. But x is equal to 0 and 11538461 dot dot dot. So to get this into a percent, we have to multiply this number by 100. So we're going to move this decimal point 2 places over to the right, which would give us 11 and 5384661, but they want us to round to the nearest whole percent. So we look to the right. That number tells us simply to add one more to the ones place. So the answer they are looking for, rounded to the nearest percent, is 12%. And these two little squiggly lines mean about. Number 2, Melissa estimated that she would read 250 pages last week. She read 290 pages. What is the percent error of Melissa's estimate? Round to the nearest whole percent. So this time we're going to use this equation. We're going to take the difference, and that's going to be equal to the percent error times the whole, or the actual. So to find the difference, we have to take the two numbers, the amount of pages that she read, and subtract 250, and we're going to get 40. That's 40 pages difference. That's our part, so that's going to go to the left. And the percent error times the whole. The whole is the actual. So remember, that was my weight. So that was 290 for this. This was the 290 pages. So this is 40 equals x times 290. Divide both sides by 290. I can cross out both of those zeros, and I'm going to have x equal to 4 divided by 29. And you can see that I get a decimal here. X equals 0.137931035. And they ask me to round to the nearest whole percent. So to get to a percent, I have to multiply by 100. So I'm going to move my decimal point 2 places, which is going to give me this number. And when I round to the nearest whole percent, I look at the digit to the right of the decimal point. That tells me to add one more. So this is about 14%. The percent error of Melissa's estimate is about 14%.